Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute, but first hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. We are going to get into our celebrity tarot card reading. This is going to be a tough one. The names, I'm so sorry before it happens. Okay, so we are doing a reading on Yang Z and I don't know how to say this name. I have no idea how to say this name. Xiao Zhan. There we go. Xiao Zhan. I'm just gonna call him Zhan. Zhan the man. I don't know what else to do. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna get into their reading about their relationship. They are in a movie together. They perform together, act together, whatever they're doing. We're gonna find out about the current vibes, the current gist in their situation, or their current relationship, or whatever it is that's going on with these two people. And don't tell me. No giveaways. Don't like it. Okay. Let's get into their astrology. See where we are on their stuff here. Okay, so Yang Z is an actress. She's a female. She's a female. Friday was her birth date, November 6, 1992. In China, she's 29 years old. Scorpio is her sun sign, and then her moon sign is a Pisces. So a lot of emotion. Zhan the man, Saturday, October 5th, 1991 is when he was born in China. His sun sign is a Libra, and his moon sign is a Virgo. And he is also known as, I wish they would have said this before. He's also known as Sean. Okay? Sean. Sean, I can say Sean. He's a Chinese actor and singer. He's the member of a male idol group, X9. He received recognition for his roles in the drama My Emperor and The Untamed. And I believe that the two of them were in a movie together. People have suspicion, or people think that they're together. I don't believe that they confirm that. I don't believe that they add to it. I don't think they do that. We are going to find out through our tarot card reading though. So we're going to get a current energy of the two of them, just kind of a overall vibe, just a little first layer of energy as far as the two's relationship and them individually. And then we will confirm and figure all the information out on the oracle reading through tarot. It's just a nice way to kind of like open things up here. Again, please hit subscribe while you're waiting. Okay. Finding out the universe of what the universe is willing to give us Snoopy asses. We're all Snoopy. We're like, what's going on, you two? What's going on? All right, so lots of peace. I hate to break this to you, but Oracle's already confirming there's a lack of love romance here, lack of love situation, but there is some peace within and around this relationship between the two of them. Ooh, there might not even be happiness here. So something's going on and there's no happiness in it. So it is peaceful. There is no love. It's love, happiness, and peace usually. I can't even make this shit up, these oracle cards. Love, peace, and happiness. I think that's like a slogan or a logo. I'm like, what? Okay, it's a logo somewhere. You know what I mean? Okay, but the love and the happiness are lacking. So they might not even fucking like each other. Who the hell knows? Let's find out, though, because I'm intrigued. I'm kind of wondering what's going on. And don't tell me, for those of you who do come into the live. All right, we're going to find out the thoughts and the feelings on the both of them. Just trying to find out a confirmation for their current energy, which is lacking happiness. It is lacking love, that's for sure. It is not a romance of any nature within around this relationship at all right now. But it is peaceful. It's just like, it is what it is. Like there's just, it's just kind of, let's just find out. We're going to find out their intentions towards each other, their action, likely action, how they might see each other and versus kind of how things really are. So just kind of what we're kind of seeing versus how it really is. Any challenges or details and a future likely outcome or action. Let's get into this reading. Ooh, that jumped out, didn't it? Okay, so let's get into this reading. I'm going to start with him because his cards came out first. Over on his end, it's less than stable when he's thinking about her in specific. So when they're, talking about their relationship, he definitely feels like the sense of safety is lacking a little bit. He feels like she's not very supportive and that he can't really depend on her a whole lot. But, the romance, there is none. His thoughts are not romantic. Okay. They're not even really that peaceful. I don't know what that means. That's weird. But I feel like he thinks she cares, less and less. It's almost like she doesn't really give two shits anyway. She's very passive. He thinks she's a little selfish. Let's find out how he feels. His thoughts were rude. He feels like she definitely needs a little structure, but he feels like sometimes he is the one who has the discipline. He feels like he's more of the father figure than if he were to like really lay it out. Okay. So he feels like the structure definitely, she should build some structure. He feels like that would really enable a really better situation than this. Okay. I'm just lost over here. Okay. The thoughts and feelings over here on her end of things. So her thinking, is that, ugh, yikes. I hate when readings are sucky. She thinks that he probably is, kind of an ideal person, but she thinks that he's indecisive. And she thinks that, they're definitely not communicating right now. There is no communication, but she thinks he's kind of an ass and deceitful, a little bit deceitful. She thinks that he might, be behind a couple things that don't make sense or, a couple things that are of an illusion. And she thinks that this has definitely changed her sense of thinking on him. Yeah. No faith here. None. She thinks he's a little unfair and he brings conflict. When, over here on this end, he thinks she lacks structure and she needs, she needs to rein it in, manage things. Emotionally, she feels like there's some fear here. So she's a little fearful when we're talking about emotionally. So her emotion is fear. She definitely feels like, there could be a resolve, but she feels like it's just like kind of like roadblocks all the time when it comes to them. And it's, again, it's some things that are, determined because it's not something we probably see. But the strength, she wishes, things were a little stronger between the two of them. Let's find out the intentions of these two people. So his intentions are to not start anything passionate, romantic, spiritual. He's like, no. I'm not. I don't even know if he would get back into, working with her again because working is getting back into the craft that they both are passionate about and love. So I don't even know if he would do that. This is weird. I feel like I'm letting some people down with this. It's not great. I just thought they were going to be nicer. I thought they were going to be nicer. I really did. Okay, on her end of things, her intention is to bring some conversation, okay? So she's going to have a communication with this person, especially when she gets into more of a place of knowledge or, information and is more clear on what it is that she wants to talk about and kind of clear up. But she's going to be very disciplined and structured about it. So she's coming back at him like, I'm going to be this and this because you said that I wasn't. So here I am. So here I am, bad boy. That's what I am. All right, let's get into how they see each other versus how things really actually are. Okay. He sees her upside down on things. He sees her, surrendering usually, and she's pretty like chillaxed. But he sees her in a different light. So again, that changed perception. for some reason, he looks at her, he views her differently about something. So I don't know if something happened. Like, what the fuck's going on? I feel like we are just not tuned into the actual of what happened here. Hopefully we do get there. Okay, so over on her end, she sees him or things. Ugh. Well, he brings her anxiety, but she feels like he's pretty spiritual. Like if to sum things up, she feels like he makes moves. It's constantly, you know, finding movement. There's a discipline about him, of course, and there's like a lot of knowledge and power behind any kind of movements he makes. But the communication is always knowing. He always knows shit. Yes, they're actually next. They're next. Happy 800 subscribers day. Over here on this end, how things really are, instead of her just kind of like, you know, he kind of thought, you know, she's a little upside down. She kind of surrenders, you know, she kind of doesn't really fight against things. But, you know, again, he kind of looks at her in a different light or a different way. Things really on her end are very unbalanced, and she is lacking a little inspiration. She might be kind of all consumed on the inside, very much about the ego or the exterior looking a specific way. But yeah, I mean, he's not far off. I mean, really. Let's find out how she sees them. What? Girl. Now we're confused. Okay. So she sees him as a lot of anxiety, you know, a strong mover, you know, he's a strong, you know, talker, strong communicator. There's always conversations, you know, and it really moves things. And he's pretty like rational usually. But there was a point in which the reality of that is that there was a heartbreak, some sort of a heartbreak. Now, friends can break our heart too. That doesn't necessarily mean that this had to do with some sort of a deep romantic connection, but this definitely, there was some sort of lack of communication bringing some heartbreak here. Something got in between the two of them. Could have, you know, very well been that they were starting to date. I mean, who knows? It kind of feels this way because now they just don't fuck with each other. But I feel like it was pretty hostile, whatever happened here. And it brought a lot of conflict, and it kind of came out of nowhere. And it was like a very cold and confusing cut in when they were, you know, kind of in the beginning stages of their relationship. So the moment it got off the ground, whether it was friendship or romance, it was dropped on its ass. I have no romance cards though. There's no cups at all here. All right. Let's get the bottom line, the motherfucking bottom line. Can we, oh, right as I said that, literally a Queen of Cups popped in. So now we know the issue. There is a Queen of Cups, honey, and she is what made the heartbreak, I tell you. All right, this chick or this dude came in just all sorts of like, somebody is interested in this person, got into it with this person, into a relationship with this person, is very balanced, down to earth, emotional connection. Okay, so there is some feeling or vibe between the two of them. Now, whether or not it was with him or her, I don't know. But what I can tell you is it landed on his side. So intuitively, I would think him. But it brought a lot of fucking chaos, 5 of Wands. It brought a lot of chaos, and it brought a lot of conflict. Yikes. Okay. So again, there was so many things going on kind of behind the scenes, and it brought a very competitive energy in the relationship and really struck things up into this crossroads, 2 of Swords in reverse. It definitely put them into a lack of communication. It put them in a place, a pivotal place where they had to make some sort of choice or decision. And again, over on her end, the 2 of Swords, I mean, in reverse, is just indicating that, yeah, there was no talk, no convo about it. And it really brought in a lot of bullshit. It brought in a lot of yucky, hostile, violent feelings and thoughts. And there was no communication about it. It just happened. And this 5 of Wands is just really screaming. Yeah, it's unpredictable, but you know, the passion and the sex for this new person, and whichever one got him, I mean, it was enough to fucking, I don't give a fucking, broke a heart. I don't care. You know, that's where it was at. definitely what it was, it went and got involved during a moment in the beginning of their stages of their relationship, whether it was platonic or romantic. I'm thinking because this Queen of Cups, like literally was the only emotional connection that one of them had. So I honestly feel like this is definitely a platonic, or somebody thought it might, move towards, more than platonic, but it didn't. So all right. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I thought it was a really good reading, actually. I thought it was going to be boring. It was great. It was like a soap opera. Happy 800 subscriber day. We hit 800 subscribers, so that is exciting. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you, between now and the 29th, if you refer a friend and they name you, I will give you a free personal reading live. Also, I'll do a story tell. I will upload a story tell on why I named Hangman Tarot. Okay, so hit subscribe, click that bell also. And if you would share, like, and follow on all of your social media, as well as check out mine. If you want to request a celebrity, you can leave it and get a hold of me at the social media on any of those platforms. And if you leave a comment, I will get it there. Have a beautiful day, you guys. I got to get out of here. I got to do another reading. See you later. Bye.